Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. This is Mystic Megan and today we are going to do a reading about messages from your guides, messages from spirit, messages from the universe, whatever you resonate with. Today's reading is a pick a card reading and we will be using the Secret Language of Colors Oracle deck in order to choose your cards. Let's do that now. Here are the cards we're going to be using for our pick a card. Here we have pile 1. Next we have pile 2. Last we have pile 3. Wow, interesting colors. Have a good look at these cards and choose whichever card you are most drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one, that is perfectly fine. That just means that there's more than one message in this reading for you today. Once you have picked your card, click on the description box where there will be timestamps for your reading. Pile 1, this is going to be your reading for today. This is your channeled message from spirit, from your guides, from the universe, whatever resonates with you. Alright, let's first begin by having a look at your oracle card here. The orange color is representative of creativity, spontaneity, and just it's also, I get like a feeling of peace. So I feel like you are presently in a very peaceful, happy, creative, spontaneous time in your life right now. Let's put your card here. Okay, and let's have a look at our archetypes. So here we have Gnosis, and if you have a look at, can you see the resemblance in these two cards? This is really amazing. All right, so Gnosis is a card about thinking, kind of questioning, reflecting. Maybe you're doing a bit of shadow work, or maybe you have some sort of decision that needs to be made in your life right now. And I can kind of also see the resemblance here and here. So you can see like this is kind of resembles the same thing as the flower here, which means that there's a lot of different, I feel like whatever the problem is or whatever it is you're thinking about, there's a lot of different aspects to this particular problem, to a lot of different influences, and there's a lot of things that you need to take into consideration when it comes to thinking about this thing. And maybe this is kind of a life thing as well. So all of these different petals, all of these different options, they could be things like in your life that are influencing this situation, or this situation will possibly influence all of those things. Now let's have a look at your tarot cards and see what messages the universe has for you. First we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now I can definitely see from this card already that you are in a place in your life where you have quite a lot, you're quite comfortable. I'm not going to say that you're like rich or anything like that, but you are in a place in your life where you definitely have the money to spend on the things that you want to spend money on. You're not worried about bills. This is the time in your life where you want to enjoy a bit of freedom, a bit of financial freedom, and just enjoy your life. Next we have Four of Pentacles. Yes, this is, again, you have plenty. This card here is more about enjoying money, enjoying the luxuries in life and having enough money to do that. And this is about saving. So I do feel like that maybe you do have a bit of savings, or you do have a focus on saving money at the moment. And I do have the feeling that this money will be used to kind of build something. I see these buildings in the background. So I do feel like this money you are saving is for building or creating something in your life. Next we have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, you only have pentacles so far, so that means that you are winning, you are smashing it in the physical realm. So this is not just money, but it's also material objects. It's also just being able to navigate life, the situations that happen in life, being able to rule your world and create growth. In this Queen of Pentacles, you can see there's a tree. She's wearing this kind of crown of branches with all of these leaves. You know, you are in a place in the world where you can grow things, you can create things, you command, and maybe you're very good at manifesting things. It's quite possible that is a part of that as well. Let's have a look at the next card. You are definitely trying to work your way up to the next big thing in your life. So it's pretty clear here that you have already kind of taken charge and been able to create and manifest the things that you want to manifest in your life. And now you're thinking about that next goal, that next opportunity. What do you want to work towards? And you are currently at this time looking for people, or people so you let's have a look at our next card. So here we have the Five of Wands. I definitely see that you are thinking about the future and you're thinking about the next level. Where are you going to go next? What do you want to do? And with this card, I feel like you need to be reaching out to people who are going to help lift you up. I don't think this message is about, you know, knocking people down or really competing against anybody in particular, but I think maybe there are some thoughts and some feelings, some doubt in your mind about what it is you want to do and that it's even possible. I do feel like there could be people in your life that maybe are kind of telling you, and they don't mean this in a bad way, but they are just projecting their own disappointments and doubts onto your situation. But nevertheless, you have a dream that you're currently thinking about, at least thinking about. I'm not sure that you've started moving towards it yet. I don't think you've moved out of the Queen of Pentacles energy just yet, but you're definitely thinking about making this move towards this dream, towards this idea, and reaching out for it. I do feel that reaching out to some people, maybe somebody who's doing something similar to you, who wants to do something similar, kind of working together with somebody, creating a bit of a team. I know in this picture, like, they're kind of all climbing for the same thing, and I definitely feel like, particularly with these two, that maybe there is someone in your life who can help support you and you can reach for that together. Keep in mind though, like, this is your thing. This is your thing, and you do need to get there by yourself, but I do feel like that there's going to be someone who's close to you, who could be close to you, that is going to kind of push you in the right direction, give you that extra movement, and give you that extra motivation to try that little bit harder. Let's have a look at the last card here. Here we have the High Priestess. So with this message, I do feel like you're very connected to the universe. You are thinking a lot about this particular situation. I'm really getting the message that it really benefit you to do some meditation, some mindfulness, and to kind of sit within yourself, meditate and connect with the universe. I feel like you would be really strong at manifesting the things that you want. So it's all about creating positive thoughts, positive feelings, and really being grounded in the moment to look at what is around you, because there are going to be opportunities for you to manifest and create things. And if you are not grounded, if you are not focused, if you're not open, you will miss them. So it's very, very important that you kind of ground yourself, you meditate, you have a look at what, and you see the things that are around you and look out for those opportunities. The High Priestess, it's not just connecting with the universe. It's not just connecting, meditating, and manifesting things. It is also having your eyes open to the world around you and being aware of the things in the physical that are allowing you to make those steps forward. The next few cards is going to be a bit about your shadow. So let's have a look at those. Yes, I see. So the Ace of Swords, again, with what's kind of going on here, there is something new you definitely want to start. However, that you have a lot of anxieties and fears about it. This could be a difficult start, or I kind of feel like in this particular situation, it's more about your mindset about this new beginning. You are scared, you are fearful, and you are worried about starting this new thing. I feel like, so here we have the Ten of Wands. So again, I see that these feelings, these thoughts are really holding you back, and they're really creating a burden in your life. And it's really important that you have a look at the things and the people and the situations that are around you, and you choose things that are going to lift you up as opposed to, or lighten you up as opposed to weigh you down. Next we have the Knight of Wands. So I can see that maybe you're lacking of some skills and experience in this particular field, and that you will need to embark in some sort of study, some sort of learning. You can see that there's the hieroglyphics here, and there's a lot about this particular situation that you just don't understand or you don't know about yet. So you really need to embark on that adventure of learning. Last we have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords, we can see that they're on a journey here. There is going to be someone, probably a mentor, who's going to be leading you the way. So be on the lookout for that person. They will be extremely knowledgeable, and it will be an adventure for both of you, even though they do know a lot more. I kind of feel like the energy in this particular Six of Swords, or the energy that I'm getting right now, is that this is kind of going to be a learning adventure for both of you, and you will be bouncing off each other, and it will be a very exciting time. All right, let's have a look at our last two cards. So last we have the Lovers. I feel like this Lovers very much refers to your shadow self. So the Lovers, of course, is two things. So for every person, we have a light, a happy, for the Lovers is about two things coming together. So I very much feel like the Lovers in this particular reading is speaking to your shadow side. Here we have two geese, and I feel like by owning and acknowledging your fears to the same degree as your hopes, you're actually really enabling yourself to create a connection with yourself, with the universe, and be able to manifest more the things that you want. Our last card here is the Four of Cups. If you don't deal with these anxieties, these thoughts and these feelings, that they will create blockages for you in the future. Well, that's it for your reading today. I hope that there were some messages that resonated with you, and of course this is a general reading, so if there's anything that did not resonate, it just means that that message wasn't for you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and if you want more readings and content, you can also follow me on Instagram at Mystic Megan Tarot. Thank you for being here, and see you next time. Hello there, pile 2. Alright, if you are pile 2, you pick this image, and I very much see at the moment that there is a lot of, I'm not saying that you have abundance right now, but there is a big focus of money and abundance and kind of manifesting and molding and creating abundance in your life. Alright, let's have a look at your oracle card here. The Siren. Okay, let's have a closer look. Alright, the Siren. So for the Siren, I see that maybe you're experiencing a lot of emotions right now. For me, the ocean represents, feelings. With the Siren in your reading today, I feel like you're very much exploring those emotions and that part of yourself. And maybe you're seeing parts of yourself and some emotions, maybe some triggers, maybe some demons, maybe some things that are just like going on in the background that you didn't really realize were influencing your life on an everyday basis before. So that's what I kind of feel like is going on with you right now. First we have 9 of Cups. Wow, what a way to start your reading. Here we can see the person, their heart area is shining brightly, and they have all of these cups. You can even see up here, it looks like this is water up here. So she's under the ocean and there's some treasure down here. So this is really telling me that you're not only exploring, like when you go down deep into yourself, you're not just exploring heartfelt emotions, you're actually going to find something there that is really, really profound and really, really amazing. It will help you, inspire you, and draw you towards happiness and abundance and the things that you really want and need in your life. Let's have a look at the next one. The Ace of Wands. So this journey is definitely going to bring you inspiration and ideas about how to kind of move forward in your life and how to bring about those things that you really want and need. Next we have the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups tells me that I don't want to say that you're bored with your life, but you are definitely recognizing that there is something that is just not working for you, that's not resonating for you, and that you're missing a few things. As you can see here, there's a little cup with somebody handing you something, and maybe you just haven't really noticed that it's there. But there's definitely, you're experiencing some sort of blockage, and that is stopping you from realizing the colorful, happy things that are around you. All right, let's have a look at the next card. Okay, so we have a strong theme here of water with the Siren. We have like the water up here, and then again we have the moon, which is with this lady getting dragged down. So I kind of feel like to some degree you may be allowing yourself to be kind of, and I don't think anyone is influencing this. I think you maybe have a lot of that you maybe have experiencing some negative feelings that are really holding you back, that are really sucking you down into like some more darker areas. But I don't feel like that, again, with this Nine of Cups underwater, I don't feel like you know. I feel like maybe you're trying to swim to the top and you're trying to get your head above water. What I really think you need to do is kind of just relax, let yourself sink deep into that. And because ultimately it's not until you sink into that feeling and you explore that area of your life and yourself and your unconscious, will the treasure, will the gold, the things that you really want. It's not until you really sink into that and start exploring the depths of that ocean will you find this treasure, this hope, this happiness that you want and you need in your life. Last, we have the Five of Swords. Yeah. The Five of Swords, I can really see that there's a lot of negative thought patterns that are happening right now. And you can see the faces of these two people. They are not happy people. So I very much feel like whatever is happening with you right now, that part of the reason why you can't get past this is because you are fighting it with the way you are thinking, with your attitude, and that maybe a change of perspective, and again this would be representative of a change of perspective as well, that relaxing and allowing the things that are happening to you to just happen, and trying to change your perspective and to find that treasure and to find that gold within this situation that you feel like you're drowning in. All right, we're going to move on to the next few cards, and these are going to be more representative of your shadow self. I see the Four of Wands. I do feel like you're isolating yourself from people right now. That maybe you haven't been reaching out to people. I feel like you do have a big network of people and friends who will help you, who will support you, but I do feel like you're holding yourself back from that. You're doing everything by yourself. You know, taking on a lot more emotionally than you need to. And this is leaving you with a kind of a lack mentality. I very much see there's a lack mentality going on here. Next, we have the Knight of Cups. I do feel like with the Knight of Cups in your shadow right now that, again, you're not really allowing yourself to be happy. I feel like that right now you're kind of, again, holding yourself back. There are so with the Knight of Cups here, so the cups again is water energy, which we have quite a lot of water in our reading already, but the Knight really speaks to action and making action and creating action and moving towards the things that are going to make ourselves happy. Now with the shadow side, because this is a shadow card, this is really speaking to maybe your lack of actions or your lack of allowing things to happen. So maybe you're actively trying to stop certain things from happening that need to happen in order for you to create happiness. Oh, Queen of Cups. Funny that we're talking about emotion and cups and water. We have the Queen of Cups, which really tells me that you are not, and as a shadow, you are not taking charge of your emotional space. You are not allowing yourself. Again, this energy here with the Four of Cups, I again feel like, so the Four of Cups is about wasting things away or just like being bored and unhappy. I can see here that the Queen of Cups is tipping something out. So I feel like you're not allowing yourself to again feel the feelings that you need to feel. All right, next card is the Eight of Swords. And this is very much a shadow card. Okay, so we have this Eight of Swords here, and with this queen kind of with her arm out here, I feel like she kind of deep down knows that she is putting herself, or she is in a restricted kind of mindset, and that she is restricting herself, and that she's holding herself back, but she doesn't really want to see it. She knows it's there. She's holding that cup out towards her, and again, this lady she's kind of like looking away. It's like you two, these two sides of yourself, know that you're there, know that it exists, but you just don't really want to acknowledge those two parts of yourself right now. All right, let's have a look at the next two cards. So we have the Mother of Swords. So the Suit of Swords is really about like thinking, perception, and with the Mother of Swords here, I really see that here you really need to take control of your perspective and your perception of the world. And I do suspect that in conjunction with a lot of these other cards, that you have allowed yourself for a long time, even though you know it's not constructive, you have allowed yourself to continue to think in a negative way and to avoid like this emotional side of yourself. I very much see so much avoidance, so much distraction, and Spirit is really telling you that you need to take control of your perspective and your thoughts about the world and how you view it. The last one we have is the Daughter of Pentacles. So the Daughter of Pentacles is the Page of Pentacles in most decks, and I very much see that this will create an opportunity for you to learn about yourself by taking control of your perspective. Pages generally talk about kind of new paths of learning and studying. So once you've moved through this energy where you're changing perspective, you will move into a space where you're going to have a new look on life and a lot more excitement and motivation to create more things in your life and go for the things that you felt like maybe you couldn't do before, or maybe you didn't think you're worthy of doing before, and really manifesting some of those things. Well, that's it for your reading today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. My channel is very new, so your support really does mean a lot to me. If you want more readings and content, you can also follow me on Instagram at Mystic Megan Tarot. Thank you for being here, and see you next time. Hello there, pile 3. This is your channeled message from your guides, from Spirit, from the universe, whatever resonates for you. All right, let's have a first look at our oracle card here. So what I'm picking up from this image here is that you are somebody who's quite deep and emotional, as well as you are quite prepared to kind of go with the flow of life. You are not rigid, you're not hard, and you are more than happy to kind of compromise and allow yourself to shift and change wherever necessary, depending on the situation. Anyway, let's move on to your cards. Okay, first we have our the medallion. Wow, let's have a look at some of the colors that we have coming up already. So we have a bit of yellow and orange. Orange is really sticking out to me already. And of course the medallion is something that is, you know, gold. It's like a prize. Oh, I don't want to say money, but it's valuable. It's something of value. So I'm kind of seeing that you are quite valuable. I feel like you are the medallion and you have other people reaching out to you. You may be a leader or an example. Perhaps this is talking about work. So maybe people at work are looking up at you for what you've done, what you've achieved, and they're kind of reaching for those goals. You are an inspiration and you motivate people. All right. All right, let's have a look at some of our tarot cards. We've started off with the Tower. So I feel like right now the reason why you're here is because there is something that has changed in your life, which is, I mean, usually you're really going with the flow, but I feel like this particular change is a lot more significant than most of the flow that you have in life. So I feel like there's something that has happened that has really kind of uprooted you, has really caused a bit of chaos in your life, and you are seeking guidance in regards to that. Next we have the Ace of Pentacles. I very much feel like even though this has been a really horrible experience for you, I do feel like this is the opportunity to plant new seeds and start creating the things in your life that you want to create. I have a feeling that maybe the things that you've already created, you know, this tower that's being struck down here, I don't think you had as much control building that up as you may have wanted to. And now that it's knocked down, you have the opportunity to really create something that you want to create. Start to build on your dreams and your aspirations and the things that you want to create for yourself. Next we have the Nine of Swords. So I do feel like maybe this situation is quite triggering for you. That I do feel like this particular situation here is quite triggering for you. Maybe you've been a little bit scared to do it on your own. I feel like this is maybe talking about a breakup or a separation from something, because I do very much feel like you are a little bit scared of doing things on your own. You've kind of always had someone who's really close, or someone who's really supported you in your endeavors, but you have a lot of fear about, you know, kind of breaking out of that situation. So we have like we have the crows here, and they're all circling around each other, and then there's this one white crow, and I feel like this is you. This situation has served you for a while, but it is time to break away from that. Next we have Death and Rebirth. So again, so breaking away from this situation will really create an opportunity to kind of, and I see this with these two together, the opportunity to create something new. Create something you've always wanted to do. I very much feel like this has always been something you have thought about doing, but perhaps you are in a different situation. Perhaps you're hanging around with these guys and they want to do something different, but you've always been too scared to break away from them. You really do need to break away from them, and this will really give you the opportunity to create this new thing in your life. So here we have the Queen of Swords. So from this new situation, you are going to be moving into a space where you have a lot of power and control over yourself and your perspective. You will be able to have a very clear view of what is in front of you. I am drawn to this little cup down here. Maybe you can't see it. There is a cup down the bottom of this card, which is in a cage, which tells me that I don't think that you need to necessarily cage up or box in your emotions, but I think you will have a greater control over your emotional state, which you here you obviously don't. There are things that you're having bad dreams, you're having a lot of anxieties, a lot of fears, there's a lot of things floating around your head. I can see by moving through this energy here, you will be in a position where you can control your emotions. Now the Queen of Swords does have the tendency to be very cold and unemotional, so we don't want to go that far. You do want to be in a place where this is no longer controlling your emotions, this is no longer controlling your decisions, and stopping you from making those steps forward. Now with the Queen of Swords, you will have a really clear perspective. The next few cards we have are to do with your shadow. So first we have the Nine of Wands. Okay. You are a lot closer to this change than I think you realize. The Nine of Wands is pretty much the card which tells you that you are pretty much there already. There's only a couple more steps to make, and even though you may not realize it, you are very, very close to this change actually happening and manifesting in your physical world. Alright, so you have the Tower again. I feel like the things created by you and this person or this group of people, it is crashing down. And you can see this guy over here, he's watching it. You know something's gonna come crashing down, even if it's not happened yet. But I feel like you know something is going to happen, that you need to listen to your guides, you need to listen to your intuition. Something is going to happen which is going to cause everything to kind of come crashing down. Here we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is about a choice. So you have some choices to make right now, and you need to choose now. Stop avoiding this choice. This is a choice that needs to be made. Two of Wands. So coming back to this decision with the Two of Wands and Two of Swords, they're facing each other. I can see that they're facing each other. So I feel like these two cards are linked. There's a connection between these two cards. And I very much feel like you won't be able to make this choice unless you properly plan and think about what your next step is. That is the message that is coming through these two cards. There is no way you can grow this idea without actually making some plans and having some perspective. All right, let's have a look at the last two cards we have. So we have the Six of Swords. What I'm really seeing here is that you're kind of going to be moving your way up from this darkness. Like maybe this is where you are right now, and I can definitely see that with the Nine of Swords. maybe you're in a really dark place right now, and that by changing things bit by bit, making those small changes and making those plans to move forward, that you will bring yourself through the rainbow and into the light. Our last card is Judgment. That's a lovely card to finish your reading, because Judgment is all about kind of opening yourself up to the world and expressing yourself to the world and letting the world respond and love you for who you are and the things that you create. There are going to be people who will be drawn to you, drawn to your energy, and drawn to the things that you create in life. Well, that's it for your reading today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. My channel is very new, so your support really does mean a lot to me. If you want more readings and content, you can also follow me on Instagram at Mystic Megan Tarot. Thank you for being here, and see you next time.